Okay.
You will not walk away from our first guest. How was that professional transition right there?
Also, as of about 8 minutes ago, tickets are on sale for our next guest's Broadway musical.
Yes, Dead Outlaw is a hilarious true story of an outlaw who is killed in a shootout, and then, check this out, the adventures that his corpse goes on for decades after his death.
Okay, it's so fantastic. The show's off-Broadway run won all the awards. It's now getting ready to take on The Great White Way. All right.
Actor Andrew Durand plays the dead outlaw Elmer McCurdy, and he's here to tell us all about it. Please welcome him, not a corpse, alive and well, Andrew Durand!
What's up? Thanks. Hey.
Very much alive. It is wonderful to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Come on
Good to see you guys.
How you feeling?
Yeah, great.
Yeah?
Got to meet some dogs back there.
Weren't the breeds, puppies
We have
cute?
all the best canines here at New York Living, for sure.
So, New York City cold, how you liking it? Yes,
Oh,
no, maybe?
No. So cold you breathe and your breath turns to ice in your throat, sort of, you know? It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So this is such an interesting, a little macabre, totally interesting story. Were you familiar with this at all when you originally got the part?
No, not at all. But then, you know, I did an internet deep dive, of course, as everyone should, because it's an incredible story. It's crazy.
For the unfamiliar, tell them a brief synopsis of this show.
Yeah, so in the 1970s, they were shooting an episode of $6 Million Man, very popular show back then.
Astronaut, man barely alive.
So they were on location in a fun house in Long Beach, and a crew guy went to go move this mummy hanging from the ceiling, and the arm broke off, and there was human bone inside. And so they send this body to the celebrity coroner of the time, Thomas Noguchi, did Marilyn Monroe, and all these people, and we sort of learn in the show who he was in his life, and then all the things that happened to his corpse.
Wow.
Okay, so how do you prepare for the role of a corpse?
Well, you play him when he's both alive and dead, right?
Yes, yeah. It's about half and half. First half, I'm like very animated, sing a bunch of songs all over the place, and then he dies, and we based it off of, there's an actual photo of him, and he's very stiff in the coffin, his hands are all turned strangely, and I just sort of, I do that for the second half of the show.
You do this, you basically do this.
Yeah, that's it right
You've never looked better.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
We, in our meeting, we were abuzz with all the awards that this show has garnered. Heading to Broadway, what is it about this show? Because I got to tell you, Broadway has a lot of shows that are about living people. Yeah. This is so obscure, and yet you've embraced it, and really, so has Broadway, obviously.
And it's really connected with audiences as well,
Yeah. I mean, it's so unique in that it's like a Ripley's Believe It or Not, I like to say. It's like a real piece of American history, too, which I think we're all sort of kind of obsessed with, you know, especially back in those times. People used to pay money to go look at the dead outlaw that got, you know, put up in the town square. So, I don't know, there's something, people are interested in the macabre aspect of it, and I think there's also, it sort of makes us think about our own mortality and the things that we do with our life while we're alive to make it, to make life meaningful, you know, and what's really important.
Right.
Yeah.
For you as an actor, you know, you get this off-Broadway show, you get a chance to do it. Obviously, theater can be so hit and miss. You don't know when a show opens how it's going to do. So then the show does well. Audiences love it. Awards start coming in. Then you get the call, hey, we're taking this to Broadway. What was that like for you, that moment you found that out?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, we did so well that as soon as we closed off-Broadway, it's all anybody talked about for a year. Anytime I saw someone, they were like, Dead Outlaw, going to Broadway, right? I had to be like, I hope so. But yeah, when I finally got the call, I was in my apartment, just sat on the floor, took a deep breath, said hello, and, you know, we're going, so.
And we're going. Do you find, I want to go back to that picture of your posture of rigor mortis has obviously set in.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself sleeping like this? Are you a side sleeper? Are you like, oh my God, I spend all this time in a coffin, I gotta sleep on my side?
I do sort of sleep straight on my back like that, so maybe I've always been preparing for this role.
Your whole life, this is the role that you. How do you
Yeah.
bring humor to something so macabre? I'm one of those weird people that find humor in macabre,
Dark humor,
but I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, I have to like be very serious about it because the things that he went through were very dark in his life, and then it's the second half where it sort of lightens up as we have all these hucksters and sideshow hustlers and movie producers who all sort of bought and sold his body for their own different reasons, and that sort of is like, you laugh at it because you can't believe this is actually happening.
The absurdity of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about something slightly lighter. Let's talk about the music a little bit. There's a band on stage the whole show, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's another reason why people love the show and are really drawn to it, because a lot of times in a Broadway show the band is down beneath the stage or something. So here we have a bandstand, we're all rocking out for you, and then it's sort of spliced together with this really interesting, moving story.
So you have a theater performance and a concert. All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Andrew, thank you for spending time with us this morning.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, tickets are on sale now. Performances begin April 12th. Run, don't walk.